Alright, so we've got a bit of a trial ahead of us. This is Together Breakfast. Steven opens the window to watch the sunrise. Everyone's out! Guess I'm making us breakfast! A montage sequence of Steven rummaging his kitchen and making breakfast, starting with a stack of waffles with lots of syrup on them. Steven knocks on temple door. Pearl, Garnet, Amethyst, is anyone home? Turns around with a determined look on his face. Steven then microwaves some popcorn and dumps them all over the waffles. Steven, sitting in front of a warp pad. 1, 2, 3, warp in! He falls over to his side and sighs. I guess they're still out saving the world. Steven then sprays a mountain of whipped cream on top of the waffles. Steven looks at the breakfast he just made. Look at you! You're out of control! He opens the front door of the house. Pearl? Garnet? And he goes back inside. Continuing to improve the breakfast, Steven takes a strawberry and carefully places it on top of the whipped cream. He then lifts the breakfast up in triumph. It's done! Steven sets it down on the kitchen, sighs, and flops next to the breakfast. That thing's too good for me to eat alone. It's a Together Breakfast. He said Together Breakfast. The warp pad suddenly beamed in, startling Steven. Garnet then appears from the warp stream, carrying a scroll in her hand. Oh, Garnet, perfect! Steven picks up the Together Breakfast. Check it out! It's not exactly healthy, but it's in a stack, so I guess you could say it's a balanced breakfast. Steven strains a smile at his own joke, trying to get a reaction from Garnet, but she didn't. You know, like, I made us all breakfast. I thought we could eat together, like the best of buds. Garnet says, I can't stay. There's business to attend to inside the temple. She shines her gem at the ultimate... She shines her gems at the temple gate and it opens. Steven says, oh, business? Like what? He sets the Together Breakfast on the kitchen counter. Garnet says, I have to burn this. She unfurls the scroll, revealing strange mystic symbols, and ominous whispers are heard. Cool! Steven takes a photo of the scroll with his smartphone, and Garnet snatches it away. Ah! I have to burn this too. Garnet leaves into the temple, and the temple gate closes behind her. Steven runs up to the gate. No! My apps! Door! He lifts his shirt and presses his gem against it. Open door! Nothing happens. Oh, you never work when I need it. Steven walks away dejected. Not rejected. Technically, in a way you could say he was rejected, but he is dejected. Just then, a purple police bursts in through the front door of the house, wielding a water gun, with very hairy legs not written on the script. Dumb police. Dumb police. You're dumb. And he shoots a water gun. Steven notices the water gun is aimed at the Together Breakfast and jumps in front of it in slow motion. No! He gets squirted on the chest. The purple police starts laughing and his head shapeshifts, revealing to be Amethyst all this time. Oh man, I totally got you! You should have seen the look on your face! Oh, I knew it was you! Steven gets up and walks towards his closet. How? Steven changes into a new dry shirt. Because that's a water gun, I'm not dumb! Amethyst points at Steven's shirt. You got something on your shirt! Steven looks down and inspects his shirt. Amethyst then squirts another blast of water at him and laughs. Just then, the temple gate starts opening. Hey, that's my door! Amethyst shapes back to normal, drops the water gun, and runs towards the gate. Pearl is seen exiting the temple through Amethyst's door with a sword in her hands. Pearl sees Amethyst, annoyed. Oh, Amethyst, there you are. Care to explain what one of my swords was doing in your room? Having a sword party? Oh, please, you took it. I did not. It's fine. It's in the past. I forgive you. She swings the sword over her shoulder as Amethyst groans. Also, I cleaned up your awful, awful mess. You're welcome. You did what? I have a system! Amethyst runs into the temple and the gate closes. Amethyst, wait! What's the matter, Steven? I wanted us all to have breakfast together, so I made together breakfast. Steven points to the breakfast. But everyone keeps leaving! That's nice. Pearl opens her door to the temple gate, revealing waterfalls in her room, and walks and sinks into the water. Oh no, not you too! I can't let this become together brunch! Steven picks up the together breakfast and runs towards the door, managing to keep it from closing with his arm, and slips inside Pearl's room. Transition into Pearl's room. Steven sees Pearl emerging from the top of a waterfall. As she performs a short ballet dance and summons her sword collection, she then replaces the missing sword back into its scabbard. There we go. She adjusts it upright. Ah. Steven shouts, Hey, Pearl! Pearl notices Steven as her sword collection sinks back into the waterfall. Steven, what are you doing here? You know it's dangerous for you inside the temple. She reopens the temple gate back to Steven's room. We're gonna have a nice together breakfast, even if I have to get my shoes wet. Steven steps into Pearl's waterfall pool and sinks into it up to his chest. What? Get out of here! Steven holding the together breakfast up high. I'll swim it over to you. Steven starts swimming. See? Doggy paddle! Forward! Steven notices the water descending as he gets pulled toward the waterfall. Oh gosh, wait! Doggy paddle reverse! Reverse! Steven! Transition into Amethyst's room. Steven, panicking while falling, before noticing the waterfall bends in odd angles. What the? Steven keeps riding on the gravity-defying waterfall, bumping through several waves until he reaches the bottom. Whoa, keep it together, breakfast! He splashes into the water below. Another transition into Amethyst's room is written here. I'm not gonna pause again. Steven washes up on the shore of Amethyst's room, with the together breakfast still intact in his hand. He slowly gets up and sees Amethyst, examining Pearl's organization of her room. Amethyst flips over a pile of organized junk. Better! Amethyst! Oh, hey, Steven. Did you come down the waterfall? Pearl gets so mad that I have her junk, but it's always falling down here. Junk like what? Junk like you! Amethyst picks up Steven and laughs. I'ma throw you in the junk pile! Haha! Amethyst tosses him into the pile. Isn't it awful? Pearl organized everything. Still looks messy to me. Haha, thanks. I try. Boom! Amethyst kicks away a small junk pile and notices the breakfast Steven is carrying. Oh, what's that, Steven? It's a together breakfast! All right, snacks! She reaches to grab it. No! Steven pulls it away. It's for everyone to eat together! That's the essence of together breakfast! Oh, give me! Amethyst attempts to take it and chases Steven into a cavern corridor. Transition. Crystal Temple corridor. Steven's running. We have to eat it together! Running through the twisting corridor which turns him upside down. Huh? The together breakfast begins to fall due to gravity. Whoa! Steven manages to catch it before the corridor turns back upright again. You can't outrun me! We both have short legs! Steven comes to the end of the corridor and sees a room full of floating platforms, forcing him to stop for a moment. Amethyst still running after him. Steven, I'm hungry! By the way, just an aside, Amethyst looks really weird in this shot. Just want you to know. Steven starts hopping between platforms. Just hold on! An exit! Woo! Steven leaps down toward the final platform, causing the together breakfast to fall apart, but manages to catch all of it in order. Skills! Amethyst jumps after Steven. Get back here! Steven, running. You're completely missing the point of this! He jumps and clings onto a crystal pole. Amethyst, very alarmed. Hey, wait a second! Pearl entering from the other side. Steven, there you are! Pearl, sweet! 2 out of 3. Pearl notices what he's clinging to, worried. Oh! Steven, be careful! Why? What? Steven looks up and sees a heart-like structure making beating noises. Whoa! You really shouldn't be here. This is the Crystal Heart. Oh, it's connected to the most dangerous areas of the temple. Hold on tight and don't look down. Steven looks down immediately, despite Pearl's directions, and he sees a dark abyss and starts panicking. Ah! Steven loses his grip and starts sliding down. Pearl and Amethyst in unison. No! Steven, screaming as he slides past a bright room with pink clouds. The music briefly changes to a more serene track. Oh hey, this isn't so bad. He then continues sliding into a darker room with jagged walls. The serene music stops. Never mind. Transition to the burning room. Steven eventually comes to a halt when the pole bends horizontally. He looks around and sees Garnet, walking toward a pool of lava. She takes out Steven's phone, snaps it in half, and drops it in the lava. Aww. Garnet then unfurls the scroll, dips it into the lava, and begins to burn it within a bubble. Steven slides off the pole, and Amethyst and Pearl joins him from above. Pearl whispers, Steven, we're getting you out of here. Amethyst whispering, come on. Steven yelling, oh, this is great! We're all together! Garnet gasps at Steven's presence. The smoke inside the bubble tries to escape, but is stopped by Garnet. We can finally eat! Pearl and Amethyst run towards Garnet. I mean, we don't have any forks, but we can use our hands. I'm not gonna judge. Garnet, trying to contain the visibly struggling smoke in the bubble. Steven, go! Okay, want to meet in the kitchen? Garnet gets distracted and the bubble pops. The smoke begins to expand and attack the gems. The gems then summon their weapons. It's trying to escape. Force it back. The gems begin to fight the smoke monster, physically hurting it while Steven backs away. The smoke monster then dashes towards and hits Steven. Steven! The smoke monster seeps into the together breakfast. The breakfast begins to move on its own. Together breakfast? The together breakfast transforms into a massive, grotesque monster made of the breakfast ingredients and wraps Steven in syrup. Pearl hurls her spear towards it, drawing its attention. It's taken refuge in organic matter! The monster attacks Pearl and sticks her to the wall with a mix of whipped cream and syrup. Now it has all the power of a breakfast. We have to destroy it. Pearl is surrounded by whipped cream. It's horrible! The monster snaps Pearl's spear in two. Garnet tries to punch the monster, but her gauntlet gets stuck in whipped cream. Amethyst tries to pull Garnet away. I didn't want this! Steven pushes against the weight of the monster with the breakfast plate. I just wanted to eat together like best buds! Steven, you've got to get away. But my breakfast! The monster launches a giant waffle at Garnet and Amethyst, smashing them into a wall. That's enough! Steven starts pushing the monster with great strength. I don't care if you are the most important meal of the day! Steven shoves the monster towards the lava pool. I made you to bring us together, not to tear us apart! Steven shoves the monster all the way into the lava, burning and destroying it for good. The gems escape from the monster's previous attacks and gather around Steven at the lava pool. I'm sorry, guys. I guess I dreamed too big. Transition into kitchen. Montage of the crystal gems recreating Steven's original breakfast, but twice the size of his. It looks great! It's even more together and even more breakfast! Steven and the gems stare at it with great concern and unwillingness to eat it. I don't think I can eat this. Let's order a pizza, Steven and Pearl agree. It did try to kill us. The star iris zooms in on Garnet as she speaks, ending the episode. End.